Being helpful and kind to others is good, and people pleasers do whatever it takes to make others happy. There's nothing wrong with being kind, but if you're feeling anxious, stressed, emotionally depleted, and not having much time for yourself, it may be time to take a step back, analyze, and reflect on what's happening. Merriam Webster defines people pleasing as a person who has an emotional need to please others, often at the expense of his or her own needs or desires. That doesn't sound so great, as this affects our mental well-being. We may not be people pleasers with everyone, but for certain people we become one, and pleasing people can be mentally exhausting. Are you a people pleaser? We'll go over the associated traits of people pleasing in a moment. Welcome, friends. If you're new here, I'm Mike, certified life coach, course creator, writer, and creator of PositiveThinkingMind.com, where I dive deep into topics such as self-esteem, anxiety, self-confidence, and so much more. In my courses, I show you ways to make a shift, to move forward instead of being held back, stuck, and frustrated. I'll teach you how to build self-esteem, think more positively, and be happier. I want you to be all you can be by changing your thoughts and feelings about yourself, because I believe in you and I want you to believe in yourself. So let's start with the question, am I a people pleaser? People pleasers are caring, thoughtful, empathetic, and usually tuned into what others are feeling, which are all positive attributes. These are all positive qualities, but may come with a poor self-image and a need to overachieve. 13 people-pleasing tendencies are having difficulty saying no. You're always telling people you're sorry. You're passive-aggressive, agreeable. You worry about what other people might think. You take the blame even when it's not your fault. You're resentful. A feeling of guilt when you have to tell people no. A hard time being true to your beliefs. You neglect your own needs. You avoid conflict. Pretend you agree with people even when you don't agree with their views. You're stressed and overwhelmed. So what are the causes of being a people pleaser? People pleasers have low self-worth, low self-esteem, lower self-confidence, and a fear of rejection and an inner voice that puts them down. So let's dig a little deeper into these causes. First is the fear of rejection. Now, people pleasers worry about being rejected by others and want everyone to like them. Now, if someone has low self-esteem, people pleasers need and seek out external validation for their efforts because of a lack of self-confidence in themselves. They need to feel accepted and get that attaboy or good job from others to feel good about themselves. Another is insecurity, and people pleasers worry about what others think about them and people's opinions. Now there's perfectionism. People pleasers want to feel in control of all situations and want everything to be perfect in their eyes. Past experiences, people who have been through traumatic or painful experiences or experienced abuse may try to people please to avoid abusive behavior from others. There isn't anything wrong with being a people pleaser, and it's not bad. Maintaining healthy relationships and being a caring and concerned individual are important. However, if you're trying to please people in a way that is winning the approval of others to build your self-esteem or seeking other happiness at the expense of your mental and emotional well-being, it's a problem. If you're not taking time for yourself and solely focusing on others, you could experience things like anxiety and stress. Helping others can have multiple mental health benefits, but not taking time for yourself could leave you feeling stressed and anxious. Making every effort to keep other people happy but yourself can stress you out to the point of physical and emotional exhaustion. You may enjoy helping others, which is a good thing, but you may also experience frustration and become angry when you're doing things out of obligation for others or reluctantly doing something. For example, you may help someone, then become mad and frustrated at them for taking advantage, and then feel sorry for yourself and be filled with regret. You may experience other things like weaker relationships and a lack of authenticity, energy, and motivation. People-pleasing can take a toll and deplete your energy and mental resources. People pleasers often hide their needs to accommodate others and possibly begin resenting others close to you that you help. Let's go over 10 tips to help stop people pleasing. Now, it's not easy to stop people pleasing, but thankfully there are some steps you can take and begin to balance your own needs and still make other people happy. So number one is start small. Going from people pleasing to making a sudden shift and change to not people pleasing can be rugged and abrupt. First, it takes time to think differently, change your behavior patterns, retrain yourself, and just slowly get people around you to understand your new limits. Take small steps to be less of a people pleaser and begin with saying no to small requests. You can ask for something you need, help with something, and even try expressing your opinion on a small subject. You can begin practicing with things like ordering at a restaurant or talking to a sales personnel. The more you practice not being a people pleaser, you gain confidence in yourself and slowly begin taking back control of yourself and your life. Number 2 is just say no. Saying no isn't easy, especially when we're so accustomed to saying yes and people pleasing. But it's okay not to worry about people's needs. It's okay to say no. Put yourself first and make yourself a priority, but do so in a kind and compassionate way. You're not being selfish when you say no. You're taking care of yourself. Most people understand that when you say no kindly and decline because many other people are busy with their own lives, it may often not be available. Some ways you could say no in a friendly way are, "Thanks for asking me to lunch, but I can't today. How about this Friday?" Or, "I can't this weekend. I have something to do with my family. I'm sorry." There's no reason for a significant, drawn-out excuse. Say something simple if you don't want to do something. Number 3 is think before you say yes. When someone asks something of you, don't say yes immediately because you may regret it later. Instead, say, "Let me check my calendar," or "I'll get back to you," or some other quick response that allows you to give them an answer but not commit immediately. Now you can take some time to think about the request, align it to your priorities and goals, and then give your answer. Number 4 is create healthy boundaries. Over the next few weeks, consider when you're pushed to the limit and find ways to communicate your boundaries with loving kindness. As you communicate your new boundaries, some relationships may change or end. Knowing that a relationship with someone may change ahead of time may help you stand your ground at the moment. If people become angry or defensive, they are likely benefiting or taking advantage of your people-pleasing behavior. Think of your boundaries as self-love for yourself. Making changes and evaluating your support system will benefit you in the long run. Number 5 is stop saying sorry if it's not your fault. If you do something wrong, then you should apologize. But saying sorry for something that happened and you didn't cause it, it's blaming you for something you didn't even do. People pleasers are concerned about others' emotions or want to say something harsh politely, but it's another form of people pleasing. If you were stuck in traffic and lousy weather or couldn't take a phone call immediately, it's not a bad thing. No need to apologize. Instead of saying sorry, say, "I was in the middle of something. I couldn't get to your call." Or, "Traffic was heavy and slowed me down. Thanks for waiting." Next is keep track of your progress. One of the best things you can do is keep a list, either in your phone or journal, of all the ways you're learning and have stopped being a people pleaser. Keeping this list will give you confidence when needed and help you remember all the times you weren't a people pleaser. Next is help when you want to. Being kind and helpful to others helps build solid and long-lasting relationships. Take a close look at why you want to help or do something. If you fear rejection or want others' approval, you're people-pleasing and should examine your intentions more closely and consider not making the request. Always be kind and helpful to others, but on your own terms, and take care of your needs. Next is don't dwell on your past. We're all guilty of dwelling on the past at some point in our lives, and remembering the fun and loving memories is excellent. But dwelling on the past can also bring up negative emotions and feelings and make you feel guilty or regretful. To stop being a people pleaser, don't focus on your past negativity. Focus on the present moment, the here and now, and what makes you happy. Let go of toxic people or people who take advantage of your kindness or whatever holds you back from being your best self. Next is remove toxic people from your life. Pruning bad relationships with people is challenging. They don't just disappear. Slowly increase your distance away from them. Start canceling plans that you would give in, and if they don't take no for an answer, be upfront with them. You're a good, loving, and helpful person, and sometimes it's not you that's the problem. It's them. Toxic people in your life will make you feel bad about putting yourself first. They'll keep going past healthy boundaries, and these are not the type of people you want to be around. It'll be uncomfortable to do, and they won't like it, but in the long run, you won't be wasting your time, and you can build better, healthy relationships. Next is reflect on what matters. Take some time to self-reflect. What matters to you, what's important to you, and the values you hold dear to yourself. What are your goals? What type of life do you want to live? You can live a wonderful life, enjoying the little things, welcoming pure joy, and putting your needs first. Live your life with self-respect, the freedom to choose, and live life with purpose. So let's quickly recap. You're now on your way to being a recovering people pleaser and taking charge of your happiness. It's challenging to change how we think and change our behaviors, but leaving the stress and burned out feelings behind of taking care of everyone else's needs but your own is good for your mental well-being. It's impossible to please everyone, but your true friends and family who love you are happy to see you taking steps to improving your mental health. If you need extra help, talk to a trained therapist who can help you build better relationships, prioritize your needs, and create healthy boundaries to improve your life.